Welcome everyone back to the European Journeyman. In today's episode, we were meant to be doing Besiktas and Shakhtar in our last two Europa League phase games. But, as you can see, top right, we finally had another interview offer. It's been some time. We are quite a way through the season, but finally we have another interview offer. As you can tell, we're not actually in January yet, so it's definitely not Norway teams. But we will talk about what we've been doing since you last left us. Obviously, we've played a lot of games, a lot of games. So we did get through, obviously, into the Europa League phase. So just to cover how we've been doing in that, pretty mixed bag. We are pretty much know our level. So we've been spanked off Newcastle. We drew 2-2 with Tel Aviv. We lost 2-0 to Rennes. We beat Slovan Bratislava 2-0, which sounds about right. I think if we were to get them in like a qualifier, you would expect us to give them a decent game. We lost 2-1 to Gil Vicente. That was actually probably the worst of the result of the lot. And then probably the best result of the lot, we actually beat Brøndby 2-1. Not a bad side at all, so a decent level. So we've done quite well there. The league has been pretty good since obviously we had a little bit of a dip in form with some defeats. We've gone on a big winning run, as you can see, wins after wins, beaten Olympia, which I think we did in the episode. We've beaten Gorica comfortably, Illuminage. Yeah, we're beating teams very comfortably in the league now. Couple draws here, a draw against Olympia, but back-to-back wins has put us top of the league, quite a few points clear, 9 points clear already, just the 2 losses in 18. So we are looking good for another league title. We are also in the round of 16 in the Slovenian Cup. League phase-wise, Europa League is very much just scraping the bottom of the barrel for qualification with Shakhtar and Besiktas, Besiktas are right up there, Shakhtar are up there as well. Two teams you probably wouldn't expect us to get a result against. There's a very, very good chance with teams just a point behind us that we wouldn't probably wouldn't go through necessarily. But none of that may matter. It may still matter. Of course, we are going to go for the interview. There's no guarantee we're going to get it. And the team that we're going to be interviewing for is PEX Vol. I think it's PEX Vol. I don't know if it's PEC's Vol or PEX Vol, but I'm going to call them PEX Vol. If I'm wrong, get over it. So they are in the Eredivisie. They're actually rock bottom of the Eredivisie, but they're not too far away. So they are 3 points away from a relegation playoff place. Well, I imagine that is, right? Relegation playoff? Yeah, relegation playoff. And they are 4 points away from safety. So it's definitely not a done deal. There's plenty of games left in the season. How many games did they play? 38? 34. Only 34? How does that work? Oh, there's only 18 teams. So yeah, 34 makes sense. So yeah, there's not too much time left, but definitely enough time to come in and uptick their form. If you compare the clubs in terms of reputation, we are 2.5 star. They are 3 star. They've got 130k wage bill. Our wage bill is 60, so we'll be getting double the amount of money. And then facilities wise, great training facilities, good youth, good academy coaching, above average recruitment, big 14,000 seater stadium at the Max Squared Park Stadium. What a name that is. Yeah, love it. In terms of players, I don't know too many. It seems like they've got an amateur player playing. They must have played some sort of they played like a cup game against a lower league side. I was going to say this can't be their best team. It's definitely not. I feel like they definitely rested a lot of them. Not really. This might be my poor shock and ball knowledge, but I'm not really recognizing any of these players. I know like Mbasso, he's the only one I know from when he was at Forest, though he didn't play much. I remember, he was at PSG as well. Other than that, I don't know a lot of these players. Joel Anderson sounds really familiar. I probably don't know him. Reinders, I don't think that's is that the Reinders that I'm thinking of? The one who plays for Holland? Probably not. Other than that, I don't know a lot of the players. So Vandenberg, I don't think it's the one I know. No, that's Sepp. That's it. I don't think there's a lot of players here that I know, which is probably why they're rock bottom, because they don't have any recognizable players. So season preview wise, they were expected to finish 12th. So they are underperforming. They're definitely underperforming if you go to their team. So this is probably their best 11. Wisniewski, 20-year-old Swedish player. That's not... Yeah. Okay, he looks okay. He seems to be scoring fairly regularly in that league. I do think we'd obviously want to do a big rebuild. They're obviously right at the bottom of the league. And it sounds fun to go to a team that's struggling because we're getting a little bit stale winning every game. So we are going to go and interview for it. Of course, we may not get it. There is a couple other jobs available as well. The only other one we'd probably be interested in is Vitesse, obviously, in the Eredivisie as well. They're in a little bit of a better position, probably a little bit better of a club as well. 3-star, better facilities, probably a little bit more money. Yeah, quite a bit more money. So they probably have more recognition. I mean, it seems like everyone's rotated for these cup games, but yeah, that's probably the one we'd take if it was offered, but we've only been offered the interview for the PEX Vol job, so we're going to go attend it, and hopefully we will get the job, or at least be offered the job. So let's get down to business. I've never managed in this country. Yeah, that seems fine. Why have you only worked with a small selection of teams? I've shown loyalty. Good loyalty. We ensure the draft. I won't have any problems with that. Motivating. I'm a motivator. Yeah, I'm a motivator. I'm very happy working with the director of football. No budget. You don't need to give me anything. Just let me have the job. They've not won in 5. That's a little bit worrying. So they want to sign under 23s. That works with me. That's what I usually do anyway. Work within the wage budget. We'll probably get rid of all the honkers anyway, so we'd have some more money. 1 to 2 year deals for people over 31. 1 year. Yeah, that sounds fair. They just want to stay up, be competitive, and then just basically just kind of stay in the league. Obviously, we'd want to kick on, but just staying in the league seems like enough. They just want to avoid automatic relegation as well. So if we probably got in the playoffs, we'd probably be okay. But yes, we can agree to do that. Transfer budget is not huge. I thought they might have had a little bit more with the money they've got, but that's fine. Wage budget is not huge, but that's fine. No changes. Okay, so that's it. We've got the job. I wish, but that is what we've done. Yeah, so in terms of prize money, there's quite a bit of money just in the league. Now, obviously, there's like a European... Oh, God, they're so complicated. There's European playoff places. So basically, you need to get top 3. No, maybe top 4. I don't know. Maybe top 2 is the only thing that guarantees you. So if you win the league, you go straight into the league phase of the Champions League, which is mad. Champions League, 3rd qualifying round. I mean, not mad at all, but just mad compared to what we're used to. The other good thing about this is there's more teams in the league. We only have to play each other twice. I'm getting a little bit bored playing the same teams 4 times a season. So bottom 2 get relegated, and then bottom 3rd goes into a playoff. Obviously, our only objective, if we get it, would be to stay up. I wouldn't expect us to do anything up here. Seems like you have to get top 4 to guarantee Europe. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think obviously it's a massive step up in terms of league. If we went to the Eredivisie, they're 7th. We are currently ranked 36th. So quite a step up. I think we've done everything we can. Seems like we are wanted by PEX Vol. We aren't the favourite for it. The favourite is this fella, Martin Martins, who's also wanted by PEX Vol and Vitesse. So we'll see how we get on, and we'll let you know. If not, then we will come back and do at least one of these 2 games. We might not do both of them now. We've yapped on about this for a while, but we'll do at least one of Besiktas and Shakhtar. But fingers crossed we get offered the job, or hopefully hedge our bet and get another interview at Vitesse. That would be... Oh, so unfortunately it's been unaccepted. We just can't move. We cannot move clubs. We just keep getting rejected. That's 2 interviews we've gone through now where we've been rejected. They've gone for Philip Koku. I think he was Derby manager at one point. I mean, he is Dutch. It seems like his reputation is lower than ours, but perhaps just the experience and the fact that he's managed in the Dutch division more. Maybe because he was at Vitesse before. He was PSV manager for a bit. Yeah. Oh, well. The Vitesse job also got taken up, so... Yeah, there's a few jobs insecure, so we'll obviously keep an eye out, but there's nothing really here. That's maybe Swiss Super League would be okay. But other than that, I think, yeah, we'll just kick on. So, disappointing. I'm definitely disappointed because I definitely feel like we're ready to move on, but we can't force it. We've got a contract till the end of the season, and we need to just keep hoping that teams come in for us. At the minute, we just can't seem to get the right answers or whatever it is. Maybe we just, I don't know. Our reputation's good, so I don't know what more I can do to get a job. I think at this point we just need to keep plugging away, hopefully get some more offers, hopefully some more jobs become available, and hopefully we can move club. But for now, we're going to do our best job we can at Tabor, keep improving as a manager, obviously try and win another league, try and get out the Europa League phase. So we will do the Shakhtar game. We won't do Besiktas on camera. We'll do the Shakhtar because yeah, why not? We'll also obviously cover any January transfer stuff as well. So still an exciting episode, but slightly disappointed we didn't. So we are back for our one and only game this episode. Like I say, with all the other stuff going on, we will just do the one game. So we did play Besiktas off camera. Unfortunately, it was a 3-2 loss, which means going into the last game, we are just about in the qualification, absolutely last place for qualifying. There's a very good chance that we would need to win this to definitely stay in. We are playing Shakhtar, who've won 3, lost 3, drew 1. They've lost to Brøndby, who we beat. So maybe not the end of the world. We have drew against Tel Aviv. We've beaten Brøndby and Slovan Bratislava, so we may just sneak into qualification. That would be really good. But we've actually done a lot of transfers, so we'll go through the exits first. So 1st of January was when obviously the window opened. Satin Yedvai has left the club. A lot of these boys were just out of contract, and the squad was just too bloated. We needed to move them on. We've made too many other signings, improvements. He was just kind of regressing a little bit. He's 33, so he's went to play in Greece for £20,000. Sebastian Haller has went to Shanghai Port. He only played a bit part really for signers. It was only really because Mateta got injured. 7 in 16 overall, or is that 13 overall? Or is it 16? I don't know. I don't know if it's 3 starts plus 13 subs, if that's how it works. It probably is. I think so. So not bad. Did okay. 4 of those came in one game though against a Slovenian team low division. Still got that Pexfall job on my mind. But he's went to play in China for 14 grand, so hopefully he's earning a lot there. Yeah, he is. £30,000. We were paying him like 3. So he's done well. Ruben Semedo's left the club. Again, he's just regressing. We've replaced him now with better players. He's gone back to his homeland of Portugal for £6,000 to play in the Portuguese Premier Division. He had a pretty good debut as well, so fair play to him. Gal Goranak has joined Haller in Shanghai Port. He's went to the club over there for £1 million. They came in with a bid, and he's very much just a rotation player. Now, obviously, that does mean we have lost a Slovenian player, but a big upgrade for him, £45,000. He's never getting that anywhere else, so fair play to him. DeRosso Class was just not playing. He's just not very good. So we've sent him on loan. So he's gone back to Belgium on a loan for the rest of the season. Where else? Who else have we got? That Icelandic fella finally left. We just let him go on a free. We signed him, barely played him. He's gone back to Finland. He's actually gone to Finland. So hopefully he can do something there. And then one that is potentially a little bit controversial, Anton Raditic has left the club. Now, obviously he is 3-star, 5-star potential, but he just wasn't playing. And when he did play, he was only okay. I mean, 3 goals in 24 league appearances, 2 assists. It's not great for our level. So we've sold him on for a big profit, signed him for 50k, 215k, so 150, 165k, I think that is in total. So he's gone to Gorica, which is in Croatia. Is that right? Has he gone back to his home country? He's gone back to his home country. So hopefully he does well there. But we've obviously made a ton of signings. So some players that you might not have seen since the last episode, you may have seen some of them. I think you'd have seen Sherpner and Sagnan. I'll cover these 4, but I'm pretty sure you've seen them. So Sean Stewart, Northern Irish left back. I think you've seen him. Vendal, just a backup keeper because they were all kicking off. Danish. I think you've seen him. Jan Sherpner is a 29-year-old Belgium ball-winning midfielder. He signs on a deal till 2031. £3,200 a week on a free transfer after leaving Frankfurt. He's been quite good. Next one is Modibo Sagnan, Berkanabe. 29-year-old centre-backs, internationally capped. He is also French, so he counts as an EU national. Where's he gone? £3,500 a week till 2030, so just a deal till next season. He's been okay. Again, just a backup rotational player. And then he is a hell of a signing. Anthony Alanga's joined us on a free transfer. Internationally capped at Sweden, 26 caps. He joins us on a deal till 2031. Only £3,800 a week. He's massively fell off. Was playing pretty regularly for Nottingham Forest in the Prem. Hasn't found a club since being released in the summer. So he's joined us. He's very quick. Good dribbler, good flair, good off the ball. Not the hardest worker, but he's determined. It's not too bad, 13. He's got some good traits as well, so he should be good. He should be very, very good. Maximo Perrone joins us, an Argentinian 26-year-old deep line playmaker. He looks very good. He's also Spanish, so an EU national. He looks really good. Good physicals, good mentals, good technicals. Overall, very good. Was at Man City. He's barely kicked a ball, so hopefully he can revitalise his career at us. And then last one is Tizian Newman. He is a 19-year-old Finnish centre-back. Joins us on a free transfer after leaving Finland second tier, I think that must be. Yeah, he looks pretty good. Obviously, 3-star current ability, 4-star potential. So we've just brought him in as cover, but we don't need him just yet. We'll probably need him next season, but he's going to hopefully go out on loan. We're hopefully also going to send Parada, Munoz, and Jesus all out on loan as well. Parada's been very much involved in the first team, but with the addition of Maximo Perrone, we just don't need him. So in terms of the squad now, we've obviously got Gauki in goal. Stepaniak is the Slovenian backup goalkeeper, and then Vindal just as another backup. Mesa at right back with Bouchari, who is out of contract at the end of the year. He's not really that good anymore, so we are just going to let that contract run out. Centre-backs, we've got Sonko Sundberg, Jake O'Brien, Sagnan, and then obviously Newman as well, but he's probably going to go out. So we've just got the 3, and that should be okay. Maric at left-back, along with Sean Stewart, who's been injured again. Seems to pick up a lot of injuries, that boy. Midfield, we've got Scherpner, we've got Murillo, we've got Perrone, we've also got... Well, Parada's going out on loan. Maybe we shouldn't loan Parada out. Have I had a blunder here? I guess we probably only need 3. Should I keep him? I'll have a think about Parada. We might actually cancel his loan. We might need him. But Scherpner and Murillo, I kind of forgot that Goranak had been sold. So maybe we do need him. So potentially we'll keep Parada. If not, then we've got those 3, which is, again, pretty good. On the right, we've got Diarra. We've also got, just wingers in general. We've got Banachek, Diarra, Pajaro and Alanga. Durdov we're trying to loan out, but no one seems to want him, even though he's a really good player. Again, we're just trying to loan out players to not have them just sitting around doing nothing. We want players out playing. Attacking mid, we've got Yusuf, we've got Sandy Kanka, and then we've got Ferrer and Mateta up top. Mateta, since he's come back from his injury, has been very good. He doesn't want to sign a new deal, though. He does now. Hang on, let's have a look. 2-year deal. All right, that's not too bad. Let's get this done. Let's just get this done on camera before I forget. Fair enough. Okay, Mateta signed a new deal, so hopefully he'll stay. Pajaro's wanted by a club. Sonko, Sundberg, and Mesa are also wanted by clubs, but we should be able to hold on to them. Don't think any of them have got release clauses. So that's going to do it. So we do have our squad. Looks very, very nice. Looks very, very good. And I think this is the team we'll go for. So this is the team we're going to go for the Shakhtar game. We've got Gauki in goal, back four of Mesa, Sundberg, O'Brien, and Maric. Scherpner and Murillo in midfield with Diarra, Yusuf, Banachek, and Javi Ferrer up top. Javi Ferrer, by the way, been scoring very, very regularly. 13 goals and 17 in the league, 20 and 30 overall. Very good stuff. He's been very, very good. So we will play the one and only match, of course, trying to qualify for Europe. I am also looking at my phone because there's a Hartlepool game going on. Very unprofessional. Okay, second half has begun. Fair play. Right, this is going to seem really outdated, so I'm even going to tell you what the game is because it was definitely a while before this gets released. So there we are. That is the team, and hopefully we can get a result here. There's far too many permutations to talk about it, so we will just see as we go. It would be really good to get through to the knockout rounds, but in the end, we've done very, very well to go to the qualifiers, and we're a goal down within 6 minutes. That we might lose. We might lose and still qualify. There is no guarantee that the teams below us are going to pick up points. So there is the chance we lose and also qualify. So, like I said, we won't talk about any permutations. We will just concentrate on our own game, try and get something. As Diarra gets his bat level, that's a brilliant finish, by the way, to make it 1-1. And let's just hopefully get something. We are at home. Shakhtar are not unbeatable. Like, we could get something against Shakhtar. A draw might not be enough. A loss might not be enough. A win would definitely be enough. Like I said, there's far too many permutations. We haven't been that good. We've definitely took our beatings sometimes. So we'll just see as it goes. Obviously, there's far too many other games going on to work out what needs to happen. So like I say, we'll just follow our own. There's a good chance we're not going to qualify, I think, here. But if we get a win, jobs are done. Jobs are very good. Jobs are good. Jobs are good. Don't know what I'm trying to say there. Jobs are good, and we are through. Anyway, we definitely want to get players like Alanga and Perrone integrated into the squad soon. It's a little bit too early for them. They need to build up their fitness. We don't want to just chuck them into an important game like this when they're not fit. A lot of the players aren't really fit, though, because, of course, we did have that big break, and for some reason, even though it is in the responsibilities for the assistant manager or whoever to do it, they haven't scheduled any friendlies. So we did come into the Besiktas game very, very tired. But we did well in the end. Oh, I thought Murillo just scored an absolute peach of a goal. Unfortunately, hits the upside of the crossbar. But yeah, the reason you'd be like, oh, well, is Parada looks a bit higher rated than Murillo? Why wouldn't you keep Murillo? Well, Murillo's homegrown at club and nation, so he really helps out with Obviously, the European qualification, whether that's going to matter too much after today, probably not so much. But it obviously also helps out with we have to have so many Slovenian players in the team for the league games. And obviously, Goran Akskon, who was obviously a actual Slovenian player. Obviously, Mario is the player who was brought in as a youngster. He's built up his homegrown status by just being at the club from a young age for a certain number of years. So he is definitely involved. But Shakhtar do get themselves through, and they do lead the game once again, 2-1. Very disappointing from us. Yeah, it's disappointing to be a goal down, but you got to do what you got to do. I think we will make a couple changes for the second half. Yeah, I don't know. Not great. Really not great from us. No, I'm not going to say that we've been unlucky. We've been bad. We've definitely just been bad. Right, Mateta's coming on. He's been scoring regularly. Diarra scored a goal, so I don't really want to take him off. Do we bring Perone on? Bring Perone on. Hopefully get him sometime. Him and Alanga did make their debuts against Besiktas. Obviously, they didn't do too much, but they did come on, so they have at least got a little bit of fitness, just probably not enough to start. Mateta has been scoring. He did score against Besiktas as well when we brought him on in the second half in that game as well, so hopefully he can do something similar. Banachek not having the best game. He is very, very good, though, so I don't really want to hook him. Not Sonko Sundberg not having a great game. Don't have too many options at centre-back, though. We will make a change, though. We will bring Alanga on after this highlight. There is going to be a highlight, but unfortunately it looks like it could be going Shakhtar's way as they come in. Banachek does really well. Maybe I don't take him off because he's done really well there. Maybe I take off Diarra on the right. That's really poor from Banachek, though. He does really well, and then he does that. And then Sherpner wins the ball back, but basically plays him through. What are we doing? Oh, Diarra looked so slow there. So slow. Gomez running through, plays it back. Diarra again not covering. Oh, very, very good. And they've hit the bar, and they've played it back. And oh my God, it's just all happening. Diarra cuts it out and just launches it up. Brilliant. Right, we'll definitely take Banachek off. He looks very, very tired. We'll bring Alanga on. We will also bring Pajaro on for Diarra. Do we want to make any more changes? Probably not. No, we'll leave as is. The rest is fine. We'll leave the last sub if we have any injuries. So that's the team to hopefully get us something. As it stands, we are currently going out. To be fair, even a draw wouldn't be enough because we'd only go on 8 points. But you never know. With other results, we may potentially get ourselves back in it. You never know. You don't know what's going to happen in those other games. But we do at least need to try and get something to get ourselves back in the shout. And Mateta, oh my God, it's such an easy chance. He's one-on-one. It's a lovely ball. And it's a little bit hard. And he's not put it in. That's really unlike Mateta. That's very un-Mateta-like. A sentence I don't think's ever been said before. Does look like we are going out, boys. It's been a good run. We did our best, but that's just the gap between us and the rest of the teams. It is what it is. That's the gap. We have lost to Shakhtar. You'd expect us to lose to these lot. Unlucky. Would have been nice, but is what it is. So now we are officially out of Europe. We have only one thing to... we only got 54k. I thought we'd get some money for going out. Oh, that's disappointing. I thought you got money for going out in the league phase. Hang on. You don't get any money for going out? Ah, it's a joke. I thought we were going to get a bit of money, but we didn't. So 3.4 million. To be fair, the club's doing okay. Very, very good. The debt's going down, and we're doing okay financially. So no worry there. He's gone out on loan, Manuel Jesus. I imagine all the rest of the boys will be going out on loan as well. So that's going to do it for now. What I'll do is if we do get another job interview, I won't actually come back in the episode until we actually have here's a contract offer, because I feel like with the last two being unsuccessful interviews, we might go through this again. I don't want to come back just for it to be unsuccessful and then have to play like a random league game. So unless something interesting happens, I think we'll just come back for the end of the season. Whenever we can probably wrap up the title. So we'll do that. Unless, like I say, something interesting happens or we actually start to bottle it and are in a bit of a title race, then we might come back for that. But I think we're just probably going to cruise. So, yeah, I think we'll come back for whenever we can wrap up the title. Maybe end of the season, might be earlier. But yeah, like I say, we've done this. Like I say, I was trying to get through these seasons now. We're just kind of doing the same thing and we're playing the same team. So not as fun. I want to keep it entertaining for you lot as well. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the European Journeyman, and I'll see you all for more very soon.